Start over. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You could have been anywhere in the world, but you chose to be here with us. I'm live from Studio 69. You know what I'm saying? It's that time. It's that time again for you to come in and join us for the A&R Show. You know me. I'm your legendary Robert Wyndon, the host. Well, I'm going to say co-host now. The co-host with the most here. My bad, I ain't forget about you. My bad. I ain't forget about you. And you know, the show, you know, we just here and we know that men are for Mars and women are for Venus. And we are here, honestly, once again, to help you in your relationship, in your situationship, in your entanglements. Hell, even some entrapments. Hey, well, you look like you done put a couple of people in the basement before and locked them with a chain and... No, that wasn't you? Okay, so... Sorry, guys. Just having a little fun. Right. So, we got a hot show today for you. You know me. I just told you. Legendary Robert Wyndon. One half of the A&R Show. And this is my co-host.
Just Ava. My friends call me Ava. You can call me Ava.
Just Ava. Y'all know how she do it. How she get down. So we got a super fun, packed-filled show. We got the text down right. We got the write down right. And we about to get right down to it. Ava.
All right.
What we talking about today?
Today we are talking about needing closure. So I need closure. What are we? And my best friend.
My best friend. Sounds like very intriguing topics. And also, guys, just want to let y'all know that these are real topics. This ain't something that me and Ava putting together and concocting together in our meetings. This is something that people are really having issues with. They send them in, so I just want to give y'all a heads up. Go ahead and send your topics in. Hit me in my DM. Email me. Page me. Okay? Page me 911. Let me know how I feel. So the first question I got for you, Ava, in our read and respond section, all right? The first thing I have for you is this person is saying that I need help. I'm in a relationship with a person that I love and that I want to build with. But I feel like I need closure with my ex. But here's the catch-22, Ava. I know you're ready for this. The catch-22 is that they are an ex from 3 to 4 years ago. What should I do? Yeah, I see that look on your face. They trying to build, Ava. They building with somebody. 3 to 4 years ago, they said they need closure.
Are you trying to build?
Yeah, they said they trying to build.
I think you should go to therapy.
Therapy.
Yeah. Or something. Because if you say you're ready to build with somebody else, why do you need closure from 3 to 4 years ago?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's your issue. That's not the ex's issue. Now you trying to come and blow up their spot. That's not cool. You need to be focusing on what you got.
You think that's what it is, Ava?
That's what I think.
That they not focusing on what they got.
Clearly not, because you're thinking about your ex.
Well, you know, okay, so that ex, you know, some people still thinking about their ex. You know, that ex could have did something. So that's what you're thinking from a woman's point of view is that
that's what I'm thinking.
That they need therapy. They need to come holler at you.
Me, somebody.
Lay down on Ava's couch and talk to her about this. Closure. Well, from my point of view, I got a lot on this, Ava. I got a lot on this. I felt good about this question when I first read it. So you in a relationship right now. I'm gonna use it from a man's point of view. I'm in a relationship right now with somebody that I loved and I want to build with, but I feel like I need closure with my ex from 3 to 4 years ago. Sounds crazy, but it has happened to a lot of people out here. So the first thing I would definitely want to do is figure out why I feel like I need closure from that ex from that long ago. That's a long time. That's not like a year ago. That's not like 6 months ago. That's like 3 to 4 years ago. So there was some things that you had packed away that you did not get settled with that individual. So my advice with that is to write those things down. Unpack them, Ava. Unpack those things. Write it down. Find out why you need this closure. Find out if this closure is literally for your mind, so you can actually literally clean them out and move this new person in that you with. Is it a sexual closure that you need? Is it a heart or one last I love you? Something. You got to unpack those things. The second thing I think that you should do in this situation, after you unpack these things in real life, you got to throw that away. Don't mess up your current relationship with stuff in the past. It's a reason that person is your ex. Let them stay where they are. Unpack that information, handle that information in front of you, and throw that away. You feel me, Ava, or no?
I totally agree with that. Now, I feel like from a woman's standpoint, it's usually about feelings and not necessarily sex.
Right.
But but same thing though. Like you got to talk it out, because 3 or 4 years ago was a long time to be holding on to some stuff.
Absolutely. I totally agree with you. I totally agree with you in that instance. That's a very long time to hold on to something, because of the fact that unless here's the other caveat for that, Ava. Unless you are working to get back with that person, is that possible? That you might that you're willing to risk it all. You willing to risk it all with your current relationship?
You say you in a relationship with somebody you love that you want to build with.
Once again, Ava, what love got to do with it?
Then you need to let your new relationship go, because clearly you were not ready to move on.
Clearly you are not ready to move on. And sorry, fellas and ladies. So what's the catch for it, Ava? What's the fix? What's the fix for this? In your point.
I agree with you that you got to figure out what's going on with you.
Right.
Because you can't move on and deal with nobody until you figure that out.
Absolutely.
It's your issue. It's nobody else's issue.
I agree. Unpack those things. Sort it out. Understand why you need to see this ex, and then throw it away. Don't mess up what you got new for something that you got old from 3 years ago. It ain't worth it. Just say no. Dare to say no to drugs. All right? Next question, Ava. We on to the next. All right.
The next question is, my partner and I have been in a relationship for a while, but they get weird every time I ask what we are. What do you do when you feel that your partner doesn't want to define the relationship?
Perfect. And I have the answer. I hope I got the answer for that, Ava. I got the answer. I got the answer for that. Because we here, Ava, to bridge that gap for these people, to help them out. This person sounds like they might be in an entanglement. They might be in an entanglement right now, Ava. They might be doing some things that they shouldn't be doing with somebody they shouldn't be doing it with. They actually got a whole other girlfriend and or boyfriend.
Right.
And they were dealing with this person, got lost in the sauce, and now that person is emotionally into them and attached with them. And guess what? What are we? Are we in a relationship? We're at the park holding hands. You pushing me on a swing. We sliding down at the slide board together. I took you to my parents' barbecue. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
kissed me. We drank some cream soda, Wildwood. Wildwood cream soda is the best, Ava. Wildwood cream soda. So what are we? What are you wasting my time? I need to know what we are. So that's what it is, Ava. I think this person has some side issues going on. You know what I'm saying? This person that they're with doesn't realize that they are the side issue. That is where I think it is in this situation. You are the side piece. You are in the old school, Ava. You know we say that. You are the dip. You are the dip.
Yeah, I
Yes.
mean, possibly. Because if
Possibly.
somebody really wants to be in a relationship with you, they will make it so. Like they will let it be known, male or female, I
Yes.
feel. And if they're not, it's up to you to set your expectations.
Yes.
Like I need to know what we are so I know how to play it. Am I putting all my heart and soul into this? Or am I like, well cool, we just kicking it. Or maybe I don't want to kick it, and if you're not willing to make it official, then I need to go ahead about my business.
I agree.
So yeah, that whole like we not defining the relationships or whatever people doing, I'm not with it.
So because you're smart, you've been doing this, you've been, you know what I'm saying, you are a paid and trained professional. Get into the mind of that young woman. What's going on? Like, so, I mean, there are women out there who don't want to define a relationship as well. It's not just us men who don't want to define a relationship. There are some women out there. So Ava, give us a little bit of what's going on in that mind of why this person does not want to define that relationship.
Because they want to just be doing what they want to do.
Absolutely.
You can't in all honest do what you want to do and call yourself in a relationship. I feel like when people do that, they're actually trying to do the right thing.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? By not defining it. Like, well, we're not together,
Right.
so I can do what I want to do. It's not right. It's you're still not right. It's not right to do people like that. Especially if they're asking, what are we? If y'all both have an understanding that we just kicking it, then cool. But if one person think y'all kicking it and the other person thinking y'all about to get married, there's an issue.
So, and they jumped all the way into the married pit, huh?
Okay.
It's not right, Ava. It's not right, but it's okay. You feel me?
No.
No, Ava. Listen. There are times in life and in relationships that people really do get because perception is reality, Ava. You learned that in Psychology 101. Perception is reality. So what this person is literally perceiving in their mind, from a man's point of view, what that man is perceiving in his mind is the fact that me and this woman are spending all this time together. I'm spending money on her. You know what I'm saying? We had picnics together. We're doing all of these things together. So in their mind, this is from a man's point of view, guys. I want to know what we are because of the fact that I done cut off all of my other situations for you. So I need to know, I need to have that feeling that, hey, I'm not wasting my time with this. Or I need to have that feeling that if I am wasting my time with it, you need to tell me because now I can go eat from this buffet, okay? He want to eat just a one meal with you, but if you don't define this for him, then you're wasting his time because he wants to eat from that buffet that's out there, Ava. Everybody loves a buffet, okay?
Okay. But same with a woman. And that's why people have to set their expectations. Because if you don't say, like if you don't ask and y'all just keep going the way y'all going, then you, like I said, you setting yourself up for failure.
I totally agree.
You put out the expectation, like I need to know what we are, then that person should be honest.
That person should be honest. So what's the fix?
That you can make a decision.
How we fixing this, Ava? What's the fix?
Set your expectations. Say what you want.
I agree. Set your expectations. That's the fix for this situation. Set proper expectations, guys. Let them know what you want, what you're expecting, and if they can't get it, if they can't give it to them, Ava, what we gonna do? Peace.
Check up the deuces.
We gotta let it go. I think we need to let it go. On to the next question, guys. This is the next question, Ava, and this question is for you, for me, for all of us married people out here and people who are thinking about getting married. Somebody who done put a ring on your finger, ladies, or man, you done went out there and spent your stimulus check on this ring. This question is for you. The second one, I heard the second one is coming here shortly. The question: I always hear my wife say that she should be my best friend. But is that really possible for your wife and or your husband, Ava, to be your best friend? Can they handle that responsibility? What do you think, Ava? I know you love this question.
So the question is it possible?
Is it possible?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All
It is
things are possible.
absolutely possible. Now,
Now.
does that mean that it's automatic? Not necessarily. Because, obviously before you get with somebody, especially before you get married, you had a whole life before them.
Absolutely.
So maybe you already had a best friend. Like I have a best friend. I have known her longer than I have known my husband.
Right.
But now that, like, when you get married, though, you're spending like 24/7 with this person. So they should become one of the closest people to you.
That ain't what the question say, Ava. They say a best friend.
They should become, your best friend.
There you go. I finally, Ava. You was trying to dance around it, Ava. Yeah, I see you.
Here's my thing, though.
Yes.
If someone is asking for that, clearly they are like seeking intimacy with their spouse. So even if you don't feel like you are, you can work on it.
True.
Like you can work on building that intimacy and that closeness, just like you did with your other best friend.
Okay. I agree. From the male's point of view, Ava, because that's what I'm a male. From a male's point of view, I really, truly, and honestly believe that your wife can be your best friend. Honestly, for years, it was hard for me to say that, but I think the more, the older you get, the more mature you get in that situation, you feel like, that person can, because just like you said, touching on what you said, piggybacking off of that, when you get married, you do spend majority of your time with that person. You have experiences, you have good times, you have bad times, you have in-between times where you just met. But those are the times that you are spending more than you were spending with your best friend. I had a best friend before I got married. My boy, still my best friend to this day. Love him to death. But my wife had to move into at least that 1A slot from him. You know what I mean? Because of the fact that I do spend all my time with her. I do, she got access to my bank account. So I gotta give her more of that. She had the kids, whatever. But this is the question though. This is what I need to ask, or I need to answer from my point. Can your spouse handle? And this is something that there's a lot of people out there, because men and women, they can be friends. We talked about that previously. But can your wife handle you having a female best friend though? Because I had a female best friend before I got married, and I don't have a female best no more. Nothing personal. It was just, something that happened. But it's a conversation that needs to be had. So what do you think on that aspect, Ava? Female best friend for a male, or a male best friend for you as a female?
I think that it can become a little complicated.
Yes.
So I don't want to speak for all women, because some women probably, maybe they don't mind at all. Like, if they really know this person too, they might not have no issues with it. But on the one hand, you got to think about the type of stuff that you talk about a best friend, that you talk about with a best friend. I don't want my husband talking about me to another woman.
No,
No,
not a good idea.
that's not a good idea. Like no,
Don't talk
no,
about you to no other woman.
yeah,
You
no.
no, you're not. That's not something you
You
with.
crossed the line a little bit.
I agree. I agree.
So that might be a little different.
That might be a little complicated in that situation.
Might be a little complicated.
Okay. Okay. No, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair, Ava. I'll accept. I'll accept that. I'll accept that answer, Ava. I will accept that answer. But here's my
All
thoughts
right.
on it. Like I said, I did have a best friend, a female best friend, before my marriage, and I know a few people who still honestly do have female best friends if they're male, and male best friends if female. And I think the one thing it is pretty much you just need to introduce them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be
Yeah.
secretive. Don't be secretive with your best friend. Um, don't keep your best friend in the closet if they're of the opposite sex. Bring them around your husband. Bring them around your wife. Bring them around. Period. You know what I'm saying? So they can get comfortable with one another because of the fact that you may not want to give that individual up. You may not, but it has happened because people can feel a certain way about certain situations. Um, so I guess on the end of this, Ava, I think this from the male's point of view, the fix for that is pretty much um, make sure that your best friend understands their boundaries
Mm-hmm.
and keep it like that, whether they're male or female. Understand their boundaries, but I think also that there are certain things that you have to feel comfortable with having some of those tough conversations with your wife or your husband
Yeah.
as well. Conversations that you would actually have with your best friend about your spouse. You might have to toughen up and just have those conversations with that with your spouse. That's what
Yeah.
I think, Ava. What you think?
You made a really interesting point too that your spouse should be comfortable with your best friend,
Yes.
whether it's same sex or opposite sex. Like if it's some like it's almost different if I feel like they're not my best friend, but if like we're cool too, then or at the very least like I trust you.
Right.
Like if you're a female, I trust that you ain't gonna be trying to take my husband away.
Mm.
You know,
Mm-hmm.
because I know you. You've been around.
But this
You're
is
not a secret.
right. No, that's true. That's true. But you got to watch these dusty dudes too. You up
For
in
sure.
right? You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna be honest with you, men. Men are different, Ava. We are a different. We are a different breed, and if they, I think if some men see that opening, they going for it. Best
Yeah.
friend or not. For real,
Yeah.
I think so. So it's that's just me speaking out loud in front of all of these people. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? So we
here's
go.
the question though. Is yes,
Yes,
possible for your wife to be your best friend.
yes. Work through that. Talk through it.
Yeah, if she's asking for that, then it's what she wants. And y'all gotta work through that.
Perfect, perfect. Now we have moved on, y'all, to the closeout section, the closeout portion of our show.
Mm-hmm.
This is one of my favorite things that we're doing, Abe. I love the way we talked about it, and in our pre-show. Our pre-show meetings, we always have the best pre-show meetings, y'all. I'm gonna
Yeah,
record it one
it's a
day.
good time.
Our pre-show meetings be a good time. We always having a good time. So this is what we got for what do they mean, Ava? So what do you mean when you
Mm-hmm.
sitting there chilling with your boo, and you see a young lady walk by and you look him right in his eye and be like, "Oh, there go your girl."
There go your girl. It's funny. It's sarcasm with a hint of
Mm-hmm.
I see you seeing her,
Right.
I seeing you, see me seeing all of this.
All of them.
There go your girl.
There go your girl, Ava. Ava,
Yeah.
you are the smartest woman on this show. Because
I ain't feeling no type of way, but I'm just letting you know that I see.
right, and
I see
Ava,
her.
coming from a man's point of view as well, I'm
Mm-hmm.
letting her know that I see you seeing him me seeing you and him looking over at me, making sure that I don't see him looking at you. There go your boy. Like you said, a little sarcasm, but I'm still gonna be there, letting them know. You know, I might even put my arm around the cuff, kiss on the forehead. You know what I'm saying? Kiss on the forehead. You know what I'm saying? And you know, let them know like you should have did it when you should have did it when you had the chance to do it, brother. But that's what it means. There go your girl. There go your boy. So.
Ain't no ill will. Just for your girl.
It always is ill will. Hey, when you said it with a little sarcasm. But hey, but for sure, we just want to thank y'all, honestly, in real life. Oh, shoot, Ava. You know what I forgot? I forgot to put our little follow up here. But make sure that y'all go ahead and follow us.
Yeah.
Oh, my trip. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on all of our social media. Here we go, real quick. Boom. There you go. They all at the bottom. Scrolling at the bottom. I just threw them at the bottom. Make sure you go ahead and follow us on social media. Like I said, follow Ava. She on Twitter. Don't try to follow on Instagram. She not with that. But you can follow me on all my pages. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Backpage. No, not Backpage. Backpage some prostitute stuff. I'm on Backpage, all of that. I'm not on Backpage, y'all. I'm just playing. But I'm on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Follow us. We do support black businesses. You see my shirt, Ava? It say Cloud High. Cloud High. My cousin's brand. Go ahead and support that. Cloud High. You know, we support black businesses. Smoking Barbecue on 45 up there in Mundelein. I got a lot of different locations, a lot of different shows, and we're gonna close this out, Ava, because I know the people are ready to go. But as I always say, Thursdays and life, players. I know you hate it, Ava, but it's true. Players don't retire; they just try their luck at another table.
Well, players need to retire. As I always say, love is what you make it and with whom you make it.
Yes, sir. We thank y'all for tuning in to the A&R Show. We'll see y'all next Thursday for some newness going on. Make sure y'all send y'all requests in, send y'all questions in. Hit me in my inbox. Hit me, like I told you, page me. Do what you got to do. And we just want to thank y'all for tuning in to the A&R Show. We'll see y'all next week. I'll holla.
All right. There's a difference.